I say this, I said always let a man save his face. If it's possible, avoid a macho shootout or a pissing contest. Avoid that at all costs. Let a man save his face. If the man disagrees with me completely, that's fine. If he shows me the respect I demand, let him save his face. Don't pull a Levin. Don't go to destroy your opponent if you don't have to. Don't go overboard. Don't go too far. Assert yourself, yes. Be powerful and adamant and confident in your assertion of your rights and what you want to say at the time, absolutely. But you do it in such a way where you do not leave a bad taste after it's over. If a man treats me with respect, this only applies if a man will treat me with the respect I demand. If a man will let me speak my piece, if a man will not giggle at me, mock or ridicule me, and treat me like a man, he'll get the same respect in return. I demand that I be treated with respect. I demand that it's a discussion. If we get into a macho pissing contest, that's okay too if I had power in my body, but I don't have that power in my body right now. But always give a man room to breathe. Don't crowd him. And the main thing I keep saying over it, don't gloat. Don't gloat. Don't look self-righteous at a man. Don't look at a man in a condescending, mocking, ridiculing way. I will never put up with that. No way. You get from me what you give me. How you come with me. I want to test the ground. I want to see how a man will approach me. I want to see what kind of respect he'll give me. I want to see what kind of attention he'll give me. I want to see how he comes into the encounter and confrontation in the now. Never gloat at a man. Never be self-righteous. You're going to make an enemy for life. I never forget a man who's insulted me, who's embarrassed me, who's tried to mock me, I'll never forget that man. And yes, I want revenge on a son of a bitch. I'm going to call him that. I understand it's YouTube, but this I think is appropriate. You don't mock or ridicule me. You don't try to make me look bad. You don't try to humiliate and embarrass me and get away with it. I won't tolerate that from anybody. But if a man wants to come to me and talk to me like a man, I'm prepared to listen to him. I'm prepared to help him make the best argument against me he can. But he better shut up. He better shut up. And I'm going to push back on him if I can. It's going to be a direct argument, evidence, facts only. I come for practical conversation. I come for intelligent conversation. I come for reasonable conversation. But I do not come to be ridiculed, mocked, harassed, or made a fool out of. I won't tolerate that from any man. I said it before. You give me your respect or I take my respect. You give me my rights or I assert my rights right to your face. Right here, right now. It's as simple as that. It's a code that I live by. But I always say, given all of that, let a man save his face, damn it. Let a man save his... Never gloat at a man. Never try to use sarcasm, humiliation, and mockery like a Mark Levin. I'm calling him by his name. Never do that. Because Levin points his finger at me, but three fingers are pointing right back to Mark Levin, or the pompous, bloviated fool Call Bill O'Reilly. His belly is reality. Hey, Bill, what about my belly, Bill? Hey, Bill, what about my no spin? Against your no spin. Unbelievable. Nobody ever gets to talk to me. We're making an inquiry. Nobody ever comes to me, stick his chest out to me, that 6'4" big Bill O'Reilly, that pompous fool, and say, no spin here. I've got all the answers. I got the best information. My belly's accurate. Where the hell were you, Bill O'Reilly? My belly's also accurate. I've listened to your belly. Now, big man, you're going to listen to my belly. Shut up, O'Reilly. I've had enough of you bloviating. That's what I will tell a man like that. Never do that. Always, always let a man save his face. Never gloat. Never bloviate. Never insult your man if it's not necessary. If you disagree, you disagree. You have a nice day, have a nice day, and now I go on with my day. You didn't convince me, I didn't convince you, I wasn't trying to do that. I was hoping to have a good conversation that concerned itself with nothing but the facts, the evidence, and the logical argumentation to demonstrate your point. And then I come in and demonstrate my point. But nobody will ever have the last word on me. I get the last word in. Nobody ever tells me what I am, who I am, how I should think. Nobody ever tells me that. Critical thinking. I can step back and peruse the whole situation from so many different angles. And know your opponent as well as you know the back of your hand. Know that man. Watch his behavior. Watch how he argues. Watch how he makes the points. And consider very, very carefully how the man wants to come at me. Very big, very important. That's why in this race, Kamala Harris is very hot. I will let Trump and Vance do their thing. Let them do their thing. I want to see how they're going to come at me. I want to see how they're going to identify me. I'm going to see how they're going to brand me. I want to see the style. Because right now they're fishing for ways to brand and identify me. And of course, in the final, I will let no man or woman ever break my optimism about my opinion of myself and my image. I define myself. Nobody defines me. I define myself. I'll tell you who I am. You're not going to tell me who I am. I'll tell you who I am. Never let a man do that. But if you can, and listen to me carefully, let that man save his face. Never gloat, never brag, never mock, never ridicule, and never brand the man. That's a 13-year-old bully, and I'm calling it out on Trump and Vance. Donald von Schitzenpants and Shady Vance. But I have to see the game they want to play. And if I was Kamala Harris, I have to see the game they want to play. And obviously, I support Kamala Harris. Obviously, over Donald von Schitzenpants and Shady Vance. But I want to see what kind of game they want to play against me. I want to see how they're going to try to brand me. But I better do it fast. And I take the gloves off. They go low, I go lower. In a very, very down to the wall, down on the ground campaign. You got to be very, very aggressive. You cannot approach a situation like this and applying the same situation to life passively. You cannot. How does a man live? I'll leave you with this question. How does a man live with himself if he's passive? How does a man live with himself if he doesn't assert himself? How does a man live with himself if he will not assume the power in the here and now encounter and confrontation to demand his rights, to state his rights and demand it in a simple, clear, understanding way and take it from there? Don't worry about what you look like. Don't worry about what your opponent's going to do. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I want to do in this situation. I'm going to do it. I don't care what he does. I don't care about my pretty boy. I don't care if he's 6'4". I don't care whether he stands up. I don't give a damn about nothing. I'm going to do what I want to do, and he will not, under any circumstances, impose his will on me and think he can get away with that. That's all. Nobody does that. Nobody. I define myself. I identify myself. I come in and I identify who I am by my body language, by my voice, and by the words I am speaking directly right to my opponent in encounter here and now. Put a period on that.